Yeah.
Yo, 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 yo.
Yo. What is up? What is up, DG? What's good? I see you with the Miami Dolphins throwback on, bro. That's clean. I see you.
I had to put the chat on. Hey, y'all got me for some merch, man. Get at me.
Yeah. What's going on with you, bro?
Chilling. Cap for life. Appreciate you for pulling up early. Raphael. I already know Raphael gonna come to every stream. I don't even got a question, Raphael.
Hey, your boy gonna be in here, bro. He gonna be in here doing his thing, bro. I appreciate y'all coming through. Hey, we're a little late tonight, but hey, we here. We about to get after it. Y'all already know what time it is. It's Dolphins Night Cap, ladies and gentlemen. Dolphins Night Cap. We appreciate everybody stopping through to just vibe with us on a Wednesday night, and as we talk Miami Dolphins and talk, whatever's going on around the NFL right now. So, man, we got some topics tonight, DG. We got a final 53-man roster. How are you feeling right now, man? How are you feeling, man?
I mean, I feel like we picking up pieces and scraps to make our team good enough to play this season against, the Bills, the Jets, the Patriots. I don't think we're finishing fourth in this division. No way. If we do, everybody getting fired. I don't care what you say. Everybody getting fired.
Dang. So my man said we in the trash heap. We like Sanford and Son. We in the junkyard picking up scraps, trying to figure it out, man. But hey, I mean, I don't think a lot of people have faith in the Dolphins this year, but I don't know. I mean, I think it's gonna be an interesting year. To say the least. I think it's either going to be like a huge success this year or it's going to be like a huge failure. But I'm looking forward to it because, I got hope. And I'm trying to see what we're going to do this season. So let's go ahead and get into the first topic. And I think we're going to talk about this 53-man roster, right?
Yes, sir. That's the first topic.
So let's do it. So roster cuts is done. The 53-man roster is locked in. What are your thoughts? Phins up, favorite pickups, and then also wave players. So let's talk a little bit about it. DG, what are some of your thoughts on the on this 53-man roster that we have now as the Miami Dolphins?
Man, I got a few things to say.
Get it off your chest, bro. Get it off your chest, man.
I'm gonna start off with the offense. So we finally let go of Eric Izukama. He got picked up by the Jaguars. actually.
We did. Easy E is finally a done deal. No Project Easy E no more. That's crazy.
I
Yeah,
thought the same thing would happen with Tanner Connor, but he made the team,
yeah,
surprisingly.
yeah.
So that's one thing. I was really looking into the old line, Brunskill. A good backup piece. We brought back Kendall Lamb.
Kendall Lamb back in the building. I
Yes,
like
Kendall
that.
Lamb.
I like the Kendall Lamb pickup. We'll talk
You
about
do?
that. I do, and I think um, just kind of getting into my feelings on the 53-man roster. I mean, I think the roster is solid. I like the Kendall Lamb pickup because I feel like he's a familiar face and he's played solid football for us at the
Mhm.
tackle position. We're going into the season with Austin Jackson kind of being, 50-50, really not knowing how healthy he is, right? So I
Yeah.
feel like a guy like Kendall Lamb can step in for a guy like Austin Jackson and fill the void without looking absolutely terrible. And I think that's why I do like the Lamb pickup, just because he's a good alternative to a starting tackle, and he's probably the closest we'll get to being a starting tackle to me, in my opinion.
Okay, so let me ask you this: if you were Larry Borom, wouldn't you feel some type of way? We signed Larry Borom thinking that Kendall Lamb is gonna be a 53-man guy for the Eagles, but they ended up cutting him before he even played a single game with them.
Hmm.
Now he's back with Miami to play that same spot that we brought in Larry Bourne for. So how would you feel being a swing tackle and we bring another one in to do your same
Yo,
job?
well, see, that's the thing about the NFL, bro. Business is business, and we don't have time for feelings, right? You asked me how he would feel, right? I-
Mhm.
We don't have time for feelings. It's about guys who can get the job done, right? Don't tell me about the labor pains. Just show me the baby. That's all it comes down to at this point. And it's not about feelings at this point. We need guys who can produce, right? And if you aren't going to be able to get in the game and produce and protect the quarterback and be able to
Mhm.
run this offense, then we got to find ways to figure it out. So that's my thoughts on it. And I'm sure Larry Bourne may have felt some type of way, bro. But I mean, we got to get guys in the building who can get it done. So, I mean, feel however you want to feel. If you really was feeling some type of way, then you would have stepped up and you played with him better. I think that's
Um,
really
but
what
CB, hear me on this. I feel bad for these
I
guys.
don't feel bad for nobody.
I
We are
I
trying to
kind
put
of
a
I kind of
roster
have a heart.
together.
I have a
We,
heart unlike you.
hey, yeah, you got a heart. I'm not the heart type when it comes to NFL football. It's like, bro, we got to get a job done. And I think, but see, and that's where I think Mike McDaniel says Mike McDaniel has a heart too. So DG and Mike McDaniel are a lot alike. Mike
What?
McDaniel has a Mike
No,
McDaniel,
don't put me in that category. I
yeah,
don't want to be in that. No,
nah.
no, no,
Mike
no, no.
McDaniel has a heart too, and what sucks about it is he lets his heart get in the way of like what he should be doing, bro. I understand you have relationships. I understand you've built relationships, but it's about winning football games when it comes down to it. Like it's
Mhm.
not about the relationships because you really just want to. It's about the success of the team, right? And if you're really putting a team in a position to be successful, you should be putting the best guys you can put in that room, whether it be guys that have played, haven't played, gotten reps, haven't gotten reps. If Larry Bourne wanted to be the dude, bro, you had plenty of opportunity. Step up, be the dude. So we'll see, bro. I just feel like in this game in the NFL, it's just not a it's a business, man. It's not for the feelings. It's
Mhm.
like, bro, we got a job to do. I understand there's relationships, but we also gotta stack the room and we gotta have good players in there too. So that's my
Me,
thoughts on it, bro.
see, but I think with me, it's because I went to these practices and I seen what these players were doing in regards to extra work they was putting outside of practice.
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
seen Eric Izukama catching balls after practice. He got cut. Like, then he did all that for nothing.
Yeah, you
You
fell in
know,
love. You fell in love with them players because you saw them doing that little bit of work. Hey, they should have been doing that in the off season. If y'all was doing that in the off season, you would have to do it at the practice, but you want to do it now. Because now you see the coaches watching, and bro, we got to get it done, bro. I don't feel sorry for nobody. Let's
I
go
mean,
get it.
it kind of forces when you know like you're on a roster bubble. It forces you to work harder, just so you
Oh,
can show the
definitely.
coaches. You know.
Definitely, no doubt, no doubt, and I think that's a big part of it. And I think the Miami Dolphins, God, I feel like they got a solid roster. I feel like when it comes down to it, the last 10 to 15 guys on the roster are like special team guys, guys who probably won't see the field much. They might, get a couple plays on defense or offense here and there, um, but we'll see. I mean, I'm so honestly, I'm so focused on people staying healthy and our starters being available that I'm really not focused on these guys that are on the back end of the roster. If we get to these guys, just know that we are in trouble. If we get there, we in trouble, bro. If we get to Larry Borum, bro, we in trouble, dog. So that's my thoughts on it.
I mean, yeah, I guess we're signing him hoping that just in case if that does happen, we have
Yeah.
guys who could come in and we're not gonna miss a step. But at the same time, it kind of scares you. Like even before the season starts, like we're going left and right trying to find guys to put on the roster. There's no familiarity. Like nobody's comfortable with each other. We just met Rasul Douglas. We just met Julius Brent. We
Mm-hmm.
don't know if they're gonna fit in the locker room yet. Now we're gonna come into the season with those two guys, not knowing what they're gonna provide to the team, rather than the guys who've been here the whole time. You know, Isaiah
And
Johnson. How dare you do this to Isaiah Johnson? He made the 53-man roster and you cut him the next day
it
to bring in somebody
happens.
else.
It
That's ruthless.
happens. It is. It is. And the NFL is a ruthless game. But I mean, somebody got to do it. Somebody has to do it, and it sucks. But I feel like also like it's a part of it, and I think guys understand that, and they'll have opportunities to go other places, practice squad, do things like that. So there's other opportunities. I just feel like the Miami Dolphins are in a position where they should be putting the best guys they can put on the roster for sure.
Okay. Chat. Y'all let me know if y'all can see this. I
Can
know
y'all
last
see this? Can we see this? Make sure we can see it. Can we get a thumbs up in the chat if y'all can see the graphic of the 53-man roster? Look at Tua, bro. Bro, what's up with your boy Tua Leroy, bro? Tua Leroy is
you a two in
on
the
one.
air, not me.
Oh, your boy Tua be on one. Hey, I need the thumbs up in the chat if y'all can see it. If y'all can't see it, let us know. He said zoom in. He said zoom in a little
I
bit.
don't think I can zoom
Bro, we
in.
can't zoom in, bro. Dang, bro.
Yeah, can't
Um,
zoom in.
you can't zoom on your end.
Let me see.
I mean, I could kind of read it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think I'm sure. I could zoom in on my computer and see it a little bit. So quarterbacks, we got Quinn Ewers, and guys, they did this in no, yeah, they did it in alphabetical order. So don't
Okay.
get your pennies in a bunch because this is not the official depth chart, right?
Almost got excited when I
Come
seen that.
on, hey, come on, chill out, DG, chill out. So 53-man roster, they did it in alphabetical order. I'm saying that. This is the disclaimer. So Quinn Ewers first, Tua Tagovailoa second, and then Zach Wilson third. Running back and fullback, you got Devon A-Chain, Ollie Gordon the second, Alec Ingold, and Jalen Wright. Wide receiver, D. Eskridge, Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, Malik Washington, Taj Washington, the Washington brothers, and then Nick Westbrook Akine, or whatever it is. Tight end, you got Tanner Connor, Julian Hill, Darren Waller. Offensive line, you got Larry Borum, Aaron Brewer, Daniel Brunskill, James Daniels, Austin Jackson, Patrick Paul, Jonas Savaianea, and Keon Smith. Ooh, rounding that thing out, man.
Mhm.
Rounding it out.
I don't know how Keon Smith doing it, man. I don't know.
Bro, he hanging on by a thread. Don't even worry about it, bro. He hanging on by a thread.
But I don't even think this is valid anymore because we got Kendall Lamb.
Yeah,
So
that's true
I'm
too.
pretty sure they'll take out Keon Smith and put Kendall Lamb on the.
Or they'll take out some other player who's like on the end of the roster. Like it could be a special teams guy or defensive guy or something like that. So yeah, they're already making moves, man. Y'all saw Chris Greer talk today. Chris Greer was up there, hey, spin that gospel up there today. The Miami Dolphins gospel, man.
Yeah, he got exposed today.
Hey, stop playing with my
He got
dog Chris
exposed
Greer.
today.
All right, D tackle. We got Zeke Biggers, Matthew Butler, Kenneth Grant, Benito Jones, Jordan Phillips of Orlando, the homie, and then Zach Seiler. Linebacker, you got KJ Britt, Jordan Brooks, Bradley Chubb, Tyrell Dotson, Willie Gay Jr., Cameron Good, Matthew Judon, Jalen Phillips, and Chop Robinson. Man, that's a big group right there. And some of those guys are the edge guys, but that's a really large group. Cornerback, Ethan Bonner. Man, Ethan Bonner is still hanging around, bro. Storm Duck, Isaiah Johnson, Jack Jones, Jason Marshall Jr., and Cam Smith. Cam Smith hanging on by a thread. Safety, you got Elijah Campbell, Jordan Colbert, Ashton Davis, Minka Fitzpatrick, Afite Malafonwu, Dante Trader Jr., and then special teams, you have Jake Bailey and Joe Cardona. So that wraps up the roster.
The guys that stand out to me on defense, Jordan Colbert, he's a practice squad guy that we picked up last year. Managed to be on the practice squad last year, ended up being on a 53-man roster this year. And, but I'm not going to give these guys too much credit in regards to making the 53-man roster because we don't have that much depth anyway. So it's like kind of guaranteed for you to make the roster. But congratulations, you're one out of many people who make a 53-man roster for an NFL team. A lot of good players got cut today.
A lot of good players got cut. You're right. And honestly, I mean, making a 53-man roster is a huge accomplishment in the NFL, bro. Mm-hmm. Like you're a very small percentage of football players in the world who make it to that, make it to that accomplishment. So it's a big deal for a lot of guys, and I'm happy for these dudes, and just hoping the best for the ones who don't make it. Hopefully, they hit the practice squad or get opportunities elsewhere or find other alternatives. So for sure.
Yeah, and shout out to Cameron Good. A guy that we picked up along the way with Brian Flores. He still managed to stay with this coaching staff and regime, showed them enough to the point as to where they're still keeping him on the roster. Even though he tore his ACL last year. I thought Kamara had a better chance of staying on this team compared to Cameron Good, but it comes to show that his special teams definitely gonna help you out in regards to making this roster. But shout out to Kamara. He actually got picked up by the Buccaneers.
Okay. All right. So Buccaneers. So I mean, some guys standing for the Easy E at Jacksonville, and then Mo Kamara at the Bucs. All right. I see them.
But those are the only two people I know that got picked up. Anybody else, I'm not too sure about just yet.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. So what we got next, bro? I mean, we've kind of talked about the roster a little bit.
I mean, I forgot to ask you
about
the two guys we picked up, Julius Brents and Rasul Douglas. It seemed like we went and doubled down at cornerback. You let me know.
Yeah, and honestly, I like the moves. At this point, I feel like the corner room is probably one of the weaker rooms when I look at the roster and when I look at, what's in there. I like the Rasul Douglas pickup. I think he's a veteran savvy corner who can come in and not only be a good player, but also kind of lead the group a little bit. And I think in every group you need some veteran leadership, and I think he can be that in that room. So, I mean, I like the idea. So I'm excited. And then the other guy, hey, add as much and as many good players as you can in these rooms, and let's hope it works out, because guys are going to get hurt. guys are going to get injured, and we're going to need other guys to step up. So it's just a matter of just having the strongest units that you can have, right? Because honestly, this is how I feel about it. Like your team is only going to be as good as the weakest link, right? And the weakest link may be that 53rd, 52nd, 51st guy. And when they get time, if they're able to step up and make plays, then you have a strong roster. If
Mhm.
not, if they come in and they're getting beat, that's how you know it, bro. This roster is not built like it should be built.
So you do like what would you grade the pickups of Rasul Douglas and Julius Brent?
Um, I think I like the Rasul Douglas pickup a lot. I mean, he's a veteran, savvy corner. Can come in and make plays for us. I know he hasn't had the best past couple years, but he's had some really good years in the NFL. So just hoping a low risk, high reward pickup, $3 million signing. You didn't spend too much money on it. Hopefully he can come in and make plays. And I see him right here. That's a good play right there.
But
I'm
on
just
who? On who? Don't forget on who.
hey, Zach Wilson. Hey, Zach Wilson putting the ball right where it doesn't need to be.
To
Get it to the
be.
outside, bro. Get it to the outside. But I also think I just don't want this to come off as the Poirier move either, because I was a little sour by the Poirier move because I felt like he came in and he wasn't as good as we needed him to be, and he just made some costly plays that cost us game. So I like it. I like the Rasul Douglas pickup. I think he's solid.
Yeah, how I feel about the Rasul Douglas pickup, a shot to Kenna. He does say that he has lost a step, and I do see that on film when I was watching earlier today. I don't know. It seems like the better our D line is, the better Rasul Douglas can be in the backfield. Make the quarterback throw as quick as possible. Make him errant. And I feel like Rasul Douglas is going to capitalize off of those errant passes. If the ball is up in the air on defense, I feel like Rasul Douglas has a good chance of bringing it back to our offense. Because of his whole career, what he's been known for doing. Getting interceptions, turning the ball over. And he's a longer cornerback too, like 6'1", 6'2".
Yeah,
And I'm
yeah.
never opposed to those guys right there. Never opposed. Look, it
And he could
shows.
tackle, bro. And he's tackling off the edge. He's tackling running backs. Guys
Mhm,
like that he's a pretty versatile corner. He could do a lot. So
mhm.
I'm just hoping he's a fraction of that. Because if he's a fraction of that, honestly, he's better than what we have in the room, bro. Like, let's be completely real with ourselves. We got a lot of young guys in that room, and we don't know if they're capable of playing big time football.
True. I mean, with Rasul Douglas, we're hoping on his experience
Yeah, we're
to help
banking on
out
that.
this football team.
Yeah.
But with Julius Brent, we're hoping on his physical traits to help out this football team. As you can see, 6'2", 198, 4.53, not the fastest, but pretty good for a guy his size. 200 pounds, pretty good. 41-inch vertical. He get up there with the biggest of receivers. Good broad jump 11. Good 20-yard split, 10-yard split, 1.5 for a big
Bro, yeah.
corner like this. That's pretty good.
Bro, it's crazy. It says Julius Brents was drafted with a 44 of round two in 2023. He
Yeah,
scored a 9.99 RAS score,
almost perfect.
almost
Almost perfect.
perfect. Bro, he ranked 4 out of 2,222 cornerbacks from 1987 to 2023. That's absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah.
So, bro, we're just and that hopefully, and this is what you hope with some of these draft picks, right? And some of these moves you make. You hope some of these guys are just looking for a change of scenery, and you can kind of pull, that athleticism out of them, as well as good play, right? Because
Mhm.
I mean, you look at a guy like Noah Igbenogany. He was a solid player for us, but he needed a change of scenery, and I feel like he got an opportunity Washington, and then he played decent. So I think he's still looking for he might be looking for a job right now, but he had an opportunity in Washington and capitalized on it. So you're hoping a guy like Julius Brents comes to the Dolphins and just kind of unlocks himself and say, "Hey, new place, new scenery. Let's give it a run at it."
I mean, well, we gonna see. The last cornerback that we had that reminds me of Julius Brents. I don't know if you remember Sean Smith.
Oh yeah. Sean Smith was a dog. I like Sean Smith.
Yeah.
He had great size. He wasn't the fastest, but he would stay in front of guys and he would make some plays. Like he would create some turnovers and do stuff like that. I think Sean Smith is a good comp. I like that comp.
That's how I feel about him. I'm pretty sure you're gonna make the 53 alongside with Russell Douglas. Cam Smith, I believe they put him on IR, non-football injury
Bro,
list.
your boy stay hurt, bro. What's his problem, dog?
You keep on saying my boy. I never told you I'm affiliated with Cam Smith. We're not in a gang together. Nothing.
Bro, y'all gang, bro.
Nah,
Y'all
I'm
definitely.
nowhere near. That's all. That's all I claim right
Oh,
now.
you're okay. That's what it is. My boy, you're in there. Okay, I got you. I
Until
got
he showed me otherwise, then I'm gonna switch up.
you. I got you.
I give you that. I
All
give you that.
right.
But shout out to the chat. Let me put some comments up. How do you know him and Allen is not boys?
Yeah, we hope not. We hope
I
not.
doubt that. I doubt that. They would have signed him if they really wanted him back. They signed Jordan Poyer. They went and got Tre'Davious White back to be back on the Bills rather than bring back Rasul Douglas. So I think there's a little bit of tension there between the Buffalo Bills and Rasul Douglas. Who knows? Rasul Douglas, he played for a few NFL teams already. So I don't feel like he's initially entitled to one team. And, he's a player that came from nothing, went the JUCO route, made it to the NFL. I think he went to West Virginia,
Hmm.
and he really came on strong for the Packers, getting a lot of interceptions. He'll give up a big play here or there, but I think on a defensive coordinator, it's really on them to limit him being in those situations as to where he could get burnt, and use him for his strengths, which is getting the ball back. And I'm pretty sure that's what Anthony Weaver, what he really wants to do this season in regards to making sure the D line get pressure and make sure he has DBs back there that are known for getting interceptions, getting forced fumbles, fumble recoveries, all that. So you got Jack Jones, he's known for that. You got Rasul Douglas, he's known for that, especially. And on top of that, you got Jason Marshall, he's in the slot. I don't know. I don't think Julius Brents will play the slot for the Miami Dolphins. I think we'll keep him on the outside. A guy 6'2", 198.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would definitely keep him on the outside with big time receivers. He has very long arms for a cornerback. Very, very long arms. So it's gonna be easy for him to swap balls out. Even if he's not in the best position to rip a ball out, his arm's gonna be long enough to pull it out or even grab an interception, but he just has been injured these last few years for us to even see him do that against the top tier receivers in the NFL. So Julius Brents, I think this is going to be an undercover signing that everybody not really taking too serious,
Mm.
but we might have found a diamond in the rough just based off the intangibles alone. It seemed like he's going to be an average player at minimum, maybe even more than that.
Yeah, and that's one of these, low risk, high reward signings, bro. You need guys like this to come in and hit sometime. So looking forward to seeing him, get out here and maybe make some plays for the Dolphins because he's probably gonna get an opportunity really quickly to show what he has. And hopefully, like you said, I'm hoping the front seven is just really aggressive. And they can find a way to make it difficult on quarterbacks to kind of help those guys out on the back end. I just posted the link to the Dolphins Night Cap channel in the chat. Please go subscribe to that channel. Also, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to our channels as well. DG Live, you already know what time it is, and then Phins Take with CB83. Be sure to click on that link there. Go over to Dolphins Night Cap and subscribe. We have about 35 subscribers over there. Trying to get to 100 and just trying to push that channel up so we can kind of phase our way off of our individual channels and focus strictly on Dolphins Night Cap. So, and drop some more content. And we drop the videos on our guys. You got to be sure to go back and look at the videos that we cut up and edit. DG does a fantastic job with that. Those are even after the show's over, you can kind of go back to those and just see the videos of certain things that we addressed during the show. So be sure to check those out as well.
Yes, sir.
So what we got next? What we got?
I've been waiting on this one, man. I've been waiting on this one, man.
Take the link off the screen. Oh, who is this? Hey, so the Dolphins have waived TD Phins talk after a rough off season for the Dolphins. Will the haters ever leave TD alone? My goodness. They killing my boy, man. Y'all got to stop doing my boy TD like that, man. The Dolphins, hey, they said the Dolphins waived TD, man. Y'all got to get off TD.
How can you waive somebody who don't even play for the team? How?
Bro, they waived him for the community, bro. They waived him. But that's my guy, man. Shout out to TD Phins talk, man. Hey, they said Best Buy picked him up, but that's my guy, man. Y'all gonna stop doing TD like that. He one of the best dudes in the community. Definitely got some of the best content. It's entertaining as a mug.
He got picked up for real?
Yeah, they said he got picked up by Best Buy. TG, you stupid, bro. Hey, shout out to TD. TD, where you at, man? You got to join us on the show one night, bro. That's going to be dope.
I mean, I don't know. Like, let me ask you this. Why you think TD got so much haters? Why?
That's a great question, bro. That is a great question. Why does TD have so many haters? Man, TD does this to himself. I ain't even going front. TD do it to himself. And I first of all, I think this whole situation with Tua is just, I mean, put kind of TD against a lot of people in the community. And TD's always stood on the I don't think Tua's good enough train. And, you know, that's where he's always been. And that's where I think he'll always be, right? I think he wants Tua to do well, you know, somewhat. But I think TD also wants to be right. I mean, I feel like everybody wants to be right when it comes to a take for the most part. So, I mean, I think he's put himself in a difficult spot. But, I mean, I think TD gets a lot of hate. But I think TD also does a lot of trolling. And, you know, that's part of it. When you're trolling people and you're getting that attention, that kind of comes with the territory. Hey, but hey, y'all gotta pick my dog TD back up, bro. They gotta go sign TD. They gotta go sign TD, man.
I think the 2 years not gonna let that happen.
Stop it, bro.
You one of them. I have to ask you first before we bring them back.
Signing TD, bro. Yeah. We bringing TD back, man. Shout out to TD, man. My boy be holding it down over there.
You know, but I really do like TD because of.
I know you love TD, Wolfpacker. I know you love TD.
Of course, we rep TD over here. We rep TD. TD is the president-in-chief of the Wolfpack.
President-in-chief, bro.
Yeah, but we're not gonna claim it. We're not gonna put it on social media like the Tuaneers do. We love Tua, all that.
So what are you saying, DG? Get it out, bro. Tell me what's on your mind.
Some people cannot handle the truth.
What's the truth?
Huh?
What's the truth?
Go listen to TD and you hear the truth.
That's the truth?
Most of it.
Hey, TD got a fan in here. Okay, TD, bro. All right.
But I'm just saying in general, I feel like TD got the general aspect of what's going on with the team. But sometimes when it's bad, people don't want to really take whatever he's saying into consideration because they're like, who are you? You know, that's why they're making posts like these. TD waived by the Miami Dolphins. You don't even play for him. You know, it's just like.
Yeah, I mean, TD, like I said, TD does a lot of trolling. I think TD has some validity to what he says. I think he really believes that, and he's passionate about it. And this is the beautiful thing. I think people are people are allowed to have their own opinions about the team and about players and how they feel about certain guys. I'm not here to change your mind, right?
Mhm.
I'm not here to change your mind. I'm just here to give you my perspective, right? You don't have to listen to me. You don't have to listen to TD. You don't have to listen to anybody in the community. But we are here to give you our opinions. And if you don't like them, then you just don't like them. I mean, it is what it is. It's all good.
Yeah, I want to say that too. I'm not a sports analyst, whatever y'all want to call me. I'm not the smartest guy in the world. I just want to give my opinion about my favorite team, which is the Dolphins. That's it.
Yeah.
Don't take whatever I say into consideration. Oh man, he don't know what he talking about. It's just my opinion. That's it. I
Yeah.
try to do as much research as I can. And I'll implement that into whatever I'm talking about. But for the most part, like I said, I'm not the smartest person. So everything is an opinion.
It's,
Please and
it's
thank you.
and it's just opinions, right? We're passionate about our team.
Hmm.
We love the Miami Dolphins. Um, and we have strong feelings about players and what we think the organization should do and how they should move forward. So that's kind of my thoughts on it. And they killing to it. Dang, Wolfpack in here heavy tonight. Where y'all was at the other night? Yeah, like the Wolfpack is back. Tua signed
They
to
in
the
here
practice
now. They
squad.
in here now. I love that.
Hey,
They in here now.
they found their way over here, bro. They heard us talking TD. They heard us talking TD. Somebody put out
That makes
the
sense.
TD bat signal, and they flocked their way in, bro.
That makes sense. Appreciate it. Da So 305. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Match them views with them likes. Punch that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Donate if you can. We appreciate y'all. He said TD is the new captain of the Geek Squad. Dang, y'all put TD at Best Buy. Y'all wild. Y'all wild for that. Y'all wild. Day one, what's good? He said good stuff, fellas. Appreciate you, my boy.
Appreciate you.
Hey, Game Boy 305, you gotta put that up there. He said
Game
the
Boy
Wolfpack.
305. Where
Yeah,
is it?
at the last in the chat. He said the Wolfpack is in shambles after the TD trade. Oh my gosh. They hurting.
Don't worry about us. We're gonna be good. We're gonna be good.
Hey, TD got the Wolfpack, the Uineers, the Skylineers. He got the whole gang up.
CB, let me tell you this. No matter what y'all try to do to bash us, put us down. Y'all try to make Wolfpack non-existent. We will survive. We will win the war. Trust me.
No, y'all die. When Tua win this Super Bowl, y'all gotta shut it. I'm shutting it down. When Tua wins the Super Bowl, I'm shutting the Wolfpack down.
Win?
I'm officially declaring them extinct. I created the Wolfpack. I created the name. I created the people that were in it. There was people that joined afterwards, but I created this, right? When Tua wins the Super Bowl, I'm officially shutting that shit down. There is no more Wolfpack after Tua wins the Super Bowl. That's all I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna leave it at that, bro. Ain't much to say.
When will Tua win a Super Bowl? Let me know,
We
TB.
don't know, but it's coming. And we don't know yet, but it's coming. Don't worry, it's coming. Tua Leroy, Tua damn Leroy.
Right. I can't even. Did you have a dream or something that made you think Tua could like get one in
I've
his?
had dreams before. I've had dreams.
Okay, you had a dream, right? Let me know who was the surrounding players around Tua when he won that Super Bowl. Let me know what's that team.
That team consisted of Tua, Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle.
That's our
Hey,
team right now.
Ali Gordon,
Okay.
Devon Achan, Patrick Paul. What is this sounding like? What is this sounding like, DG?
You don't even know if that team could even win a playoff game. You
It
talking about
sounded
Tua.
like this team right here, bro. What are we talking about?
That's what
This
I'm
team
saying.
right here, bro. We going to
But we
win
can't even
it.
get a playoff win. You
Yeah,
just
but
made it.
this is the thing y'all gotta understand about a playoff win, right? So people say we can't get a playoff win, right? Now the Miami Dolphins are very close to beating good football teams. We've beat good football teams before, right? We're very close to getting over the hump, right? So I feel like it's just a matter of pushing through and getting over the hump, right? Like that could happen this year. It could happen. Like the Miami Dolphins could have a breakthrough this year where they find a way to win those tough games. They find a way to go on the road, and the offense travel well. It's possible. I think people think we're so far off. Like we've always been a good football team. We've always took good teams down to the wire too. It was just maybe a matter of, a few plays here or there that cost us the game. Like I feel like we haven't really got blown out by anybody except like the Baltimore Ravens when we went to Baltimore that one time. And outside of that, who's really like just stomped on us? Like I've even the Philly game, I feel like we had 11 penalties, they had 0. Like I feel like stuff like that always gets in the way, and then also injuries are a big part of it. I don't think the Dolphins are that far off. I feel like a lot of people do, but I don't feel like they're that far off, bro. And I feel like if you can beat some of these good teams in the regular season and you show up to the playoffs and you got to play them again, I feel like you can win a game. I feel like it won't. I feel like it won't be that difficult to win a playoff game once we get there. And I think we're close. I think we're close.
You don't even know if we're gonna get there. You don't even.
I don't know, but I think we're close. I think we're closer than people make it seem like. People make it seem like we're way off. Like we're that far off from being able to win a playoff game, and I just don't see that, bro. Because if you can win a regular season game, you can win a playoff game. What's the difference between the regular season and the playoffs?
You know it's your last game.
But what's the difference between the regular season and the playoffs?
I'll tell you exactly what the difference is.
What is the difference?
Both teams are going into this game knowing that this could be their last game, and what is on the line is a Lombardi trophy. So both teams are going to give it their best. Mm-hmm. So whichever team is considered the toughest, probably going to win that game, because a lot of their guys going to bring in, all of that tenacity to try to get that Super Bowl. Compared to us, we're just happy to be there. Oh, wow, we made the playoffs, We're not going to really savor the moment to try to at least get to the Super Bowl, because we're still trying to chase that playoff win.
But see, I don't think that's the case. When we look at the Miami Dolphins in playoffs under Mike McDaniel, let's just say under Mike McDaniel, we've had 2 playoff appearances. We played the Buffalo Bills once with Skylar Thompson, which I felt like the defense played a fantastic game. And Skylar Thompson and some of the receivers just had a hard time figuring it out. And we ended up losing the game. I thought we could have won that game if we had Tua playing quarterback. But that's neither here nor there. He wasn't available, and he didn't play. And we lost the game, right? Then you have another game where you play the Kansas City Chiefs, who are the Super Bowl reigning champs, and you have to go into their stadium in freezing temps and try to play a football game, in which Mike McDaniel chose to throw the ball 30 times instead of run the ball 30 times. So I look at the context of the situations and I say, hey, I almost won a playoff game with Skylar Thompson. Was in the game at the halftime with the Kansas City Chiefs, and then they took off in the second half. But you're close. And I know close isn't always good enough, right? But I feel like the Miami Dolphins are closer than people think they are, right? And you don't have to agree with me. I'm just saying where I think we are as a team. And I think Grish said it today. The goal every year is to put together a winner. They're not tanking this season. They're not trying to lose football games. They are trying to win games. They are trying to win a Super Bowl. They're not going to say that, but that's the ultimate goal. Win regular season games, try to win the division, try to get a home playoff game, try to win in the playoffs, and go make a deep run in the playoffs. So that's where I am with it, bro.
CB, you're not understanding this.
I am understanding, bro. I am. Look at King Jamie, bro. King Jamie said, "Hey, I agree, CB. Man, we locked in. King Jamie, that's why, bro. We locked in. These other dudes, bro, the Wolfpack, they don't know what's going on.
Okay,
I hate.
so let me bring this up to you, CB.
Bring it up.
What is Tua's ranking as a quarterback in the NFL? Let me know. What's his
Oh,
ranking?
here we go.
Answer the question.
Ranking in the NFL, I think Tua's between 10 and 15 right now. I think he's between 10 and 15.
10?
Between 10 and 15.
That's too close. Even 15, I'm kind of like, wow, like 15?
Come on, man. He could be at 15.
Nah, 17, 16.
I saw the list today. I saw they had him like 17 or 18.
You're not gonna go nowhere when you have a middle of a pack quarterback on your team,
The
unless you have
only
like a
reason, check
superstar
this
team
out,
around you.
but DG, the only reason Tua is ranked 17, 18 where he's at. Let's be real. The only reason he's there is because he hasn't stayed healthy. If Tua has stayed healthy all these seasons and health wasn't a thing, Tua would be ranked top 5 on these lists. If he was healthy. If he was healthy, he'd be ranked top 5 on these lists, bro.
CB, don't do this.
Come
Don't do
on,
this,
bro.
CB.
All right, so let's do this. DG, if he was healthy all these seasons and he continued to play the way he's played, where do you think he would be ranked?
12 to 15.
Still 12 to 15?
Yeah.
Bro, get out of here, bro. I'm
I
done.
mean, because I'm seeing how society treats Baker Mayfield, and that's where I would place Baker Mayfield, like that 12, even 10. I'll put Baker in that 10 range based off what he has done with the Buccaneers. But I don't ever see Tua doing what Baker Mayfield did, and
You don't ever see Tua doing what Baker Mayfield did? How long has Baker Mayfield been in the NFL?
uh,
A
has
long
it
time. I think he's
6?
been at, is it 6? I thought he
I think it's 6. Let me just double
I
check.
don't know. I don't know, bro. I just feel like we're not. I feel like Tua's not a bad quarterback. He just needs to stay healthy, bro. Like honestly, I've seen Tua play games that I don't think other quarterbacks can play in that 10 to 15 range. Like that Buffalo game, the way he was on point in that game, I don't feel like Jared Goff, Dak Prescott, them dudes. I don't think they can play that type of game.
Jared Goff could definitely play that game. Jared Goff could do that.
Jared Goff, maybe, right? But I'm saying there's some dudes in that 12 to 15 range that can't play that game like Tua play. Even Herbert, like I feel like Herbert can't really play a game like that.
See,
Like,
you know what you're saying.
he can't be accurate like that. He can't put the ball in places where it avoids defenders, bro. I'm just telling you, bro.
CB, tell me right now. Let me ask you this right now: are the Dolphins going all the way this year?
I don't know if the Dolphins are going all the way, bro. I just think the Dolphins, if Tua stays healthy, sky's the limit. If Tua stays healthy, the sky is the limit. If it was a fifth, we'd all be drunk, right? But if Tua stays healthy, bro, we could go. The sky's the limit, bro.
Love this coming right here.
Yeah, that was the first game. That second game was. Y'all want to pull up the highlights from that second game?
Second game, he ain't do good either.
What are you talking about, DJ? Were you watching the game, bro? He had the best. That was his best game of his career versus Buffalo, where Jordan Poyer had the penalty that put Josh Allen in position to kick the 60-yard field goal to win the game.
But ain't he throw the ball like 60 times that game?
Who?
Was it that game?
Tua didn't throw the ball 60 times. I think he went like 20, 23 of 27, 26 of 28, something like that. But the dude was freaking
versus Buffalo.
The dude was on point in that last game. And I think that was one of his best games, bro.
Hold on, I gotta put this Tua stats versus Buffalo. I gotta do this. Sorry.
But you're pulling up the last game, right? Or are you pulling up all
I'm
overall
putting out
stats?
the stat line real quick. Hold on. Okay. Chat, let me know if you can see. Let me know.
Chat, thumbs up if you can see these stats, man.
Try zoom in.
So that's 2021. Go down, keep scrolling down. No, go up. You gotta go up now. Did they show? They should show 2024 right there.
This is all the way up to 2024.
Yeah, this is it right here. 25 of 28. 231 yards.
I gotta zoom out more.
8-yard average. So they can see it. All right, so 25 of 28, 89% completion percentage, 231 yards, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, 124.9 passer rating. Bro, can you go pull up the highlights from this game without getting copyright, or is it gonna copyright you?
I probably gotta go to the all 22.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, you don't got to do that, bro.
Yeah.
But the dude, Tua was absolutely lights out in this game. He absolutely killed it. And that's what you want to see from your quarterback is the growth, right? You want to see him get better and play better. And that's what he did. Like, he played absolutely terrible in the first game of the season against Buffalo, 3 interceptions. And came back, went on the road, and just went toe to toe with Josh Allen. What was Josh Allen's stats in this game?
Josh Allen stats. Let me see.
There it is, right there.
Wait, was it this one? This
No,
is
it wasn't
earlier.
that one.
It was
No,
later.
yeah, it was later in the season.
Bills. The Dolphins again. It was 30-27.
Yeah,
They still won.
Click on that. Josh Allen's stats were
235 passing yards, the same amount as Tua.
there. Go to the box score. 25 of 39, 235, 3 touchdowns, 1 interceptions, 95 rating. Bro, Tua outplayed that man, bro. Just outplayed him.
Who got more rushing yards, though?
Josh Allen for sure. He got 30. What did he have? Oh,
Yes.
he only had 14. Well, no.
7.
Oh, he had a longer 14 though. That's weird. Maybe they're probably counting sacks against him.
They're saying Tua gonna get benched by halftime. That's what they saying in the chat.
Yeah, all right. Hey, week three we got Buffalo, right?
Yeah. Definitely in the first 4 games we got Buffalo. Definitely the first 4 games.
Yeah.
But let me remove this.
I'm excited, bro. I think Tua's gonna get out here and ball, man. I think we're gonna ball out.
I remember you lied about his stat line for the year.
What I lied about?
You said he gonna get 4,500 yards,
4,400, 30 touchdowns. So he's gonna eclipse that 30 touchdown mark. And what else did I say? 16 interceptions or something like that?
No way Tua's getting that, CB. No way. I'm sorry to your imagination. I'm sorry to break your imagination, but Tua's not getting that this year. He never broke 30 touchdowns throughout his whole career. And what makes you think this year will be the year that he's gonna get 30?
Shall see. We shall see. What you got on the next topic? What we got on the next topic? I'm excited. I'm excited about the season, bro. Tua's a baller. I think Tua's gonna have a good season. You just gotta stay healthy, bro. That's it. Just stay healthy, dog.
Yeah, you need to talk to that old line just to make sure he does actually stay healthy.
Yeah, we definitely need that old line.
Right here, we got Jackson Smith and Jibba. Are you familiar with him? Ohio State receiver.
Hmm.
He recently got asked a question on what's it called, the Pivot, the podcast, and they asked him, somebody who went to LSU,
Hmm.
who is wide receiver you? And he did say LSU, even though he intended Ohio State. And you could be biased on this one. Ohio State, they did put out a lot of NFL talent throughout the
Yeah,
years. They got Jeremiah Smith coming up as well. But LSU, they come in pairs over there. Brian Thomas Jr.,
they do.
Malik
They do.
Neighbors, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, Odell Beckham, uh, Landry. So you let me know, who do you think is wide receiver you, Ohio State, LSU? Is there a team that you think of? Do not say the Seminoles. Please don't say the Seminoles. That you
No,
think.
I think Ohio State and LSU are great wide receiver schools. You
Hmm.
have a great wide receiver coach at Ohio State and Brian Hartline, who's a former Dolphin. Um, and you look at a guy like Jeremiah Smith, who's an absolute dog, who will be probably the number one guy coming out, especially at the receiver position. Um, but LSU's done it I feel like they've done it over a longer period of time. Um, at Ohio State recently has had some great wide receivers, but I gotta give the nod to LSU and what they've done. Because you look at Jamar Chase,
Hmm.
Justin Jefferson, Odell Beckham, Brian Thomas Jr., Malik Neighbors, who's a dog, and I mean Ohio State's got some good guys too. Terry McLaurin, Garrett Wilson, Marvin Harrison Jr., Chris Olave, um, Ibuka, Curtis Samuel. But I just like that. I like that LSU. I like that LSU list better. And honestly, LSU, you got guys like Jarvis Landry, that's not on this list. Odell Beckham Jr., who's not on this list. So there's some guys further down the line that aren't on this list. You can't go that far back with Ohio State. I don't
Hmm.
think you can't go that far back. So I gotta go with LSU on this one.
I mean, I can't argue against LSU on this one. I can't argue. If you had chose Ohio State, I would have argued LSU. And my only argument for Ohio State would be, Chris Carter back in the day.
Oh
But
yeah.
maybe,
Mm-hmm.
but
Yeah,
go
yeah,
ahead.
yeah. That's way back. You going way back.
Way back. Any legends you remember from LSU receivers back in the day when you was watching?
Um, Not really. Like I would have to go back and like really dig and search for it. But I'm sure they had some guys. I mean, you got to imagine too. These are big time schools. These are big time universities. So they're always going to have one or two receivers who are dogs. Um, Now they don't always end up being great NFL players, but they do come in the league and contribute right away. So
One thing LSU, it seems like they create more wide receiver number ones than Ohio State. I mean, Terry McLaurin, he a receiver number one, Garrett Wilson, but it seems like the LSU receivers, whenever they're put in the threshold of being that wide receiver number one, they perform up to that standard
yeah,
better than the Ohio State dudes.
I think
You
so
know?
too. I mean, I feel like the LSU dudes have shined in that wide receiver one role, and you're still waiting for guys like even Garrett Wilson. You're kind of waiting on him to like take over and be that dog. You're waiting on Marvin Harrison Jr. to kind of step up and be that dog too. But I feel like the Ohio State guys are more of like role players, and I feel like the LSU dudes are like dudes for the most part.
Um, we gonna see. It's gonna fluctuate. Another thing that Ohio State got going for them is Jeremiah Smith. It seemed like Jeremiah Smith gonna be better than all those receivers on that
Oh, he's gonna
list.
be
Jamar
yeah,
Chase, Justin Jefferson.
yeah. He's a dog. He's a dog. I see you
Mhm.
put King Jamie up there. He says, "Bro,
Yeah.
CB83 loves his team. I love that." I know loyalty, and that means the most. This from a mid-50s age Chiefs fan. Lots of years of sad Sundays for this one too. Loyalty matters because it pays off, and that's all that matters, bro. I'm gonna be riding with my guys either way. We're gonna ride till the wheels fall
Read the
off.
second one.
E's and B's. YouTube says never seen so many negative so-called Fin fans in my life. Go root for the sucks or the chokes. No faith, crybaby, having wolf ticket wannabes. Fins up. Hey, them boys. Hey, them boys going at y'all in the chat, bro. Hey, and that's what we got a bunch of crybaby ass fans in the fan base who need a Super Bowl when they need it, and that's just not how the world works, bro. It's just not how the world works. You don't get it when you need. You don't get it when you want it. You get it when it comes.
But one thing,
be loyal and rock with your team. Stop being crybaby ass Wolfpackers.
But one thing, CB, I don't think the people watching this live stream right now understand that the stream wouldn't be that interesting if we agreed on everything.
Oh yeah, of course, and I mean, and that's the nature of it. And fans don't agree on everything. I just laugh at the Wolfpack because I know it's just, bro, like you can only do what you can do. As fans, I can't go out there and play for the team. I cannot coach the team. I'm not getting paid to do it. So I'm not finna put all my negative energy into it because I just don't approach it like that. I watch football for entertainment. I don't come here to be negative about my team because I enjoy. It's for me to enjoy. If I was sad and mad and angry about everything the Dolphins did, I probably just wouldn't watch football. I'd probably be doing something else. That's just where I'm at with it. But everybody can fan how they want to fan. I just don't care to fan that way.
Plus, I feel like we can never be classified as haters in general just because of us, spending our time talking about the team on social media. Even though everybody don't think our team is good, we still take the time out of our day to speak about this team. So that shows you at the end of the day, we are Miami Dolphins fans no matter what. No matter how I sound, no matter how against the team I may sound, I still love this team.
But are you really a fan if you're negative all the time about the team?
Yeah.
Like, is that somebody that's a fan if they are negative all the time about the team and they never have anything good to say?
I feel like they're a fan because they're keeping it real. Like, let's say,
but that's not a. But see, this we have to define the idea of a fan, right?
Okay.
A fan is somebody who's fanatical about their team, like they love their team. If you love your team, how can you be negative all the time about the team? I just don't understand it. Like, I don't. How can you root for a team that you don't think will ever win, or every move they make is a bad move? Everybody in the organization sucks at their job, and all the players are trash. Like, how can you root for a team like that? I would not root for a team like that.
Let me tell you, CB. I'm a little bit a part of the wolf pack, so
I know you are. It's all good. You can explain it because I really want to understand it. This is a great conversation to have because I really don't understand it. I listen to people every day talk about how bad the Dolphins are, how bad the moves are. Like, I'm just trying to figure out like why. And I understand that we haven't been to the playoffs and won a playoff game in 20-something years, and bro, but that's a part of it. Sometimes that's a part of being a fan. That's a part of sports. Like, everybody doesn't win everything. Like, if everybody got a participation trophy and everybody was happy go lucky, it wouldn't be the same sport. Like, that's the reason we watch, because we want our team to win, right? I don't understand. I have a hard time grasping it.
You see, like simple stuff like this. I don't say stuff like this, like false accusations of Tua.
Yeah, I mean, you got people just. I mean, people go hard. People go hard on Tua, bro. But I mean, the thing is, I think Tua's a good dude, though. Like, he just wants to win. I think he wants to win. I think he wants what's best for the Miami Dolphins. He's got to find a way to stay on the field. because the best ability is availability. And if you're not available, you're not helping your team. So I just feel like he's got to figure it out and he's got to find a way. I mean, these people, y'all like there's some people really pressed for a playoff win, but y'all are putting all of that on Mike McDaniel like he's been here the last 25 years. Right? He's going into his what season is he going into, GG?
4.
4. He's been here 4 years and he took out to the playoffs twice. Now he didn't win a playoff game. He went in with Skyler once and he played Patrick Mahomes once. I don't think those are the best situations, but he's got to figure it out. But I just don't. I just can't hold that against Mike McDaniel because he's still bringing you a winner. He's brought you a winner for the most part. He's got a winning record. He's went to the playoffs. Like he didn't win a game, but he's getting you there. He's getting you closer to it. Have some patience. Keep your panties from getting in a bunch, and just ride with the team, and we'll figure it out. He'll figure it out. The Dolphins will figure it out.
CB.
For real, bro. Y'all be too much, bro. Like you can't coach him. You can't go out there and play. All you can do is, hey, I'm a rock with my guys. We're gonna figure this shit out. We're gonna run the ball and play D, like Abe Burgos said. Shout out to Abe Burgos, man. Hey, shout out to my guy. He said, hey, we gonna run the ball and play D. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, bro.
I mean, let me give you this example. Let's say you meet a nice young lady.
Yeah.
She doesn't fit you specifically. Like there's some flaws in her that you don't like.
Yeah.
You could get through with it, but in the long run, those small flaws is not gonna get you to that wedding. Are you gonna stick around with it? Or are you gonna try to move off of it? How fast are you gonna move off of that young lady?
But see, that's a great question, DG, right? And you made the analogy like it's a woman, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you see some red flags, you see some good things in her, right? She's shown some flashes that she could be a star. She's shown some flashes that she could be the one, right? She's also not reliable at times, right? The reliability hasn't been there. But she's also shown that she can stay reliable sometimes too. So you're looking at all of this, right? And you look at your other options, right? Mm-hmm. So you're looking at your current relationship with her and you're looking at your other options around like the city and your other situations. And you look around other situations like, man, that girl, she got problems too. The other girl got problems too. Like the other situation got issues too. So you can't look at this situation and be like, okay, I'm here. The red flags are there, but I don't have a better alternative. Like, I mean, if I had a better alternative and it was a glowing alternative and it was going to end up being the one, then yeah, you can move off of that. You can move off of her and just, if it was a guarantee, yeah, move off of it. But nothing is a guarantee, right? Mm-hmm. But you do continue drafting other players. You do continue trying to put better guys in the room just in case he does go down. And, you need to pivot and make a move to somebody else. Like, it's not like the Dolphins haven't tried that. I just think where we are with too is like, I mean, we got him under contract. We're kind of stuck with him for a little while, and we got to make it work. We got to put the best team around him, and we got to try to make it successful. Now, you got to imagine that coming into the league, Tua wasn't put in the best situation. Mm-hmm. He didn't go into a Herbert situation, right? He didn't go into a Burrow situation. He just wasn't put in the best situation. He wasn't put in a position to be successful. And I think a lot of people will say, well, Tua had same opportunities the other guys had, blah, blah, blah. But Brian Flores didn't give Tua the opportunity to work through difficult situations. He was pulled out of games. Brian Flores was trying to win games. He wasn't focused on developing a quarterback. He was focused on winning games, right? Mm-hmm. So I think a lot of that stuff kind of hindered Tua's development, and this is where we are with him, right? And I think Mike McDaniel has done a good job of getting him to be a better player. I mean, I think a lot of the Wolfpack will say they never expected Tua to play this well when it comes down to it. Like when it comes down to playing his play against certain teams and his play in certain moments. Nobody expected Tua to throw 6 touchdowns in a game versus Lamar Jackson. Nobody expected Tua to go toe to toe with Josh Allen and
CB. I expected it. I expected
you
it. But
didn't. No, you didn't.
listen. No. Let me say it. I expected it, but on a consistent basis, I was like, nah, no way this could be true. No way, because he was doing this consistently at Alabama. The 6 touchdowns, 5 touchdown days,
But it's different in college though, bro. You know that.
I know, but at the same time though, look at Joe Burrow. He doing the same stuff that he did at college with the Bengals, to be honest, kinda. If you look at it.
To some extent, he is, right? Mm-hmm. And I think Joe Burrow is a special quarterback. I think Joe Burrow has his own issues too, though. I think Joe Burrow has injury situations too. And I feel like, bro, like different quarterbacks go into different situations. And I feel like those situations kind of like make them who they are, right? Mm-hmm. And I feel like some guys can just go into a good system and it work out, and I think some guys can go into a system that doesn't work for them, and they end up not being successful. And I think Tua was on the verge of that. I think Tua was on the verge of that with Miami, just not being successful until Mike McDaniel got him and was like, "Hey, I have some confidence in you. Like, I think you could be really good. This is what we're gonna do." So. Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess CB, we're on opposing sides in regards to this. At the end of the day, we want this team to win. We want this team to win a playoff game. Even if I'm talking about this team, I want this team to win. It's not that I'm saying I want them to lose. I want this team to win. No need for our community to be split in regards to who likes Tua, who doesn't like Tua.
But our community is, let's have this conversation. Our community is very split. And it's split because of like people not believing in our quarterback and people who do believe in our quarterback when it comes down to it, and which is a sad situation, right? Mm-hmm. Like, how is a fan base like not going to back their quarterback? Like, I don't understand it. It's hard for me to understand. And I think there's a lot that goes behind that, because when Tua was drafted, I think there were people in the community who stood on the side with Tua, and there were people who stood on the side against Tua. And that split right there created rivals in the community, and those rivals in the community have just continued and festered, and people have really stood on the side at this point. Now, there's some people that have flip-flopped back and forth and that go to other sides and that, but at this point, I'd much rather be on the side where I'm just rocking with my quarterback because I'm a fan of my team. Like, I want my quarterback to do well. I want my team to do well. I know there are people who don't. There are people who don't want Tua to be a good quarterback. There are people out here who want to see the Miami Dolphins fail because they don't want Tua to be successful. Like, I would hate to be that guy. I just would hate to be that guy. I would hate to watch Miami Dolphins football and want a quarterback to play bad and the team lose just so I could be right in terms of my narrative. Like, I feel like that's super goofy to me.
Yeah, I'll never wish down Tua. Even when Tua have a good performance, sometimes I'm like, okay, can you do it again? That's what I want to know.
Yeah. I agree with that.
Yeah, the chat going crazy. I can't even keep up with the messages, man.
Yeah, man. I mean, some of these messages are a little vulgar too. I gotta keep it a little. I know this Dolphins Night Cap, but we can't be using the B words and all of this. Come on, man. Y'all doing too much. But yeah, man, let's hit a couple more topics before we get out of here, bro. I gotta skate, bro. Skate. But yeah, what's the next topic we got?
Oh, my bad. Okay. Just 1 second. Next topic. So, it seems like we're not gonna have Jason Sanders for the whole year.
Oh
not the whole year, but the beginning of this year. So we need another alternative in regards to the kicker. We signed a kicker today from the Jaguars that got released, but I don't know if he's gonna be good enough. I've been seeing some pictures, some photos of Lionel Messi, and it got me thinking like maybe he can work, but it would definitely cost a bag to bring a guy like this into the Miami Dolphins. But he could make history by playing in soccer in the NFL. I think this would be a good marketing pitch for Lionel Messi. So please, if you're watching this, make this happen.
Hey, bro, if Messi can kick a football, bro, I'll be all for it, bro. But I don't think the Miami Dolphins got enough money. He would be just doing this off charity, right? I mean, at this point, bro, get them kind of checks. So this would just be like a charity situation where he was like, "Hey, I'm gonna rock for the city of Miami. I'll kick for y'all real quick." But I don't know if he could kick a football. But Messi, if you hear this and you can, or you might have to get in the building and holler at us for real.
But at the same time, how much would you pay a kicker though?
It depends.
The most that you'll pay a kicker in the NFL. So we don't have to give Messi that 45 he getting a year. I forgot how much he getting a year currently.
Yeah. Now, if he was automatic and we knew he was going to be automatic, I'm willing to up the price a little bit. I'm willing to exceed expectations in terms of price.
If like 20 a year?
Nah, hell no. I ain't paying no kicker no 20 a year, bro. Get out of here, man. He might get 5-6 mil, but I ain't getting no 20 piece.
I mean, I don't know. He's 5'6"?
Yeah, he a small dude though.
I ain't know Messi was that small.
Hey, you ain't gotta be tall to be no kicker, man.
Nah, you gotta see over the line. You gotta see. There are gonna be some situations like every time it's just the kicker and the returner usually wins. So I kind of look for those kickers and punters who got some type of athleticism.
Bro, if they get that far, it's a wrap. Don't even worry about it, bro. They should, bro. Let's not even do that, bro. We don't need no kicker with no athleticism. Hey, if they get down there and they get back there to that kicker and it's 1-on-1, bro, don't even worry about it. Just
wait. You don't remember Marquette King?
Yeah, I think I remember. He put a hit on somebody or something.
Yeah. Those are the kickers I like.
Nah, bro. Them dudes ain't really kicking no field goals and stuff though.
You punting, but it just depends on what job you would give Messi. Like, would you make him a punter or would you just make him a field goal guy?
Nah, he got to be a field goal guy, man, because we got our kicker hurt, bro. We need somebody kicking them field goals.
How you get hurt kicking a football?
Tell me, Stevie. Did he hurt his hip or something like that? Was it hip?
It gotta be something with the leg.
Just do it here, bro. He must have got hurt on the lake or something with his family or something, doing something crazy. I don't believe he got hurt at work, bro.
Are they saying the hip?
Bro, he couldn't have got hurt at work, bro. They should cut it. They should cut him, bro. Get out of here, bro. We're going to get another one.
Jason Sanders, he showed us too much highlights to the point where we can't cut him. He had like good, spans throughout time. He had some bad spans.
He's had some good moments.
So
yeah.
I don't know. I'll still take Lionel. I'm not even gonna lie.
Messi for the dub. What we got next?
After this, I guess we'll just answer the chat. I guess, right?
Okay, we in the chat with it right now.
Not right now, but after this last topic, we'll just go to the chat.
All right, bet.
Before we leave. Next topic. You heard about the quarterback that could throw with both hands?
Oh, I did see this dude, Mikey Gao. So ambidextrous high school quarterback Mikey Gao has gone viral for his insane ability to throw equally right-handed and left-handed. He looks like Trevor Lawrence, which is crazy. But yeah, I've seen the videos. Bro can sling it both-handed. Like he can throw it left-handed and right-handed. Pretty interesting to see it. I would like to see how he uses it in game to his advantage before I go crazy over him. Like, yeah, I mean, if you get in the game and you're just throwing right-handed and then you switch it up and throw left-handed, like I want to see how it changes the game. I want to see how you use it to your ability. So that's what I like to see.
I mean, how would you game plan against a quarterback that could throw with both arms? How would you game plan against
I
that?
mean, you just play. Like, I mean, you can't throw two balls at a time. So I mean, you just play defense, bro. It is what it
I think
is.
this guy he can make it happen. I don't know. I don't know how you gonna do it. He can make it
Bro,
happen.
it's only one football, so he can't throw the two receivers in the same play. So just play defense and just both sides got to be ready because it seems like it could come from the right hand or the left hand. So you got to be ready for whatever, whatever. I feel like it kind of balances out the field a little bit. Usually when you got a right-handed quarterback, that left side of the field is, it's not it's kind of quiet. It's not as crazy as it usually is, but yeah,
You
bro.
be in a
I got a little clip of him throwing.
Let's check it out. Hey, can y'all thumbs up on the chat if y'all can see the clip. Make sure y'all can see the clip. Lamar Jackson said number one overall pick.
Yeah, whatever Lamar Jackson say goes. Whatever he say goes.
Bro, Lamar ain't won shit, so I ain't go about what Lamar said. Lamar got to get a Super Bowl before Lamar becomes gospel.
Peyton Manning, he ain't win a Super Bowl until year 6.
Yeah, when did Drew Brees win one? Year what?
I forgot what
He
year.
might have been year 8, year 9.
It's 6 or later.
Yeah, it had to be 6 or later.
6 or later.
All right, so let's check your boy out. We got thumbs up. We got thumbs up in the chat. Let's run it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, your boy, he's slinging that mud. Now, right-handed.
The fact that I never seen a quarterback in the NFL do this, and this young kid is doing this, it makes me think like the quarterbacks in the NFL should have some capability of throwing with both arms. Like the most talented ones, maybe Mahomes. It seems like he could probably do it if he wanted to. Maybe Aaron Rodgers.
I feel like it's something you have to do from the get-go. Right? I feel like your parents have to like train you to use both hands. Like almost like, hey, today you're going to use your right hand to do your homework. Tomorrow you're going to use your left hand. Today is right hand day. Tomorrow's left hand day. Like you have to train yourself to really do that. And I'm sure his parents probably had a lot to do with, him taking this approach. But we'll see. I mean, the kid's going viral, so they already kind of got the up. I mean, let's see.
I mean, as a college scout, would you offer a kid like this?
If he was a good high school player, yeah, I think you offer him. But we don't. I mean, you got to see what he does at the high school level first, before you give him an offer off videos like this.
I mean, I got his 24/7 sports account right here. It seems like he doesn't have no stars. If you could throw with both hands, you should at least be a 4-star.
That bit trash. He ain't got no stars.
I mean, he getting a lot of looks.
What grade is he in?
2026.
Oh man, so he graduated next year. Yeah, bro, he should at least have a star, bro. What are you doing? He don't play 7-on-7 nowhere. He ain't on the circuit.
Probably not. The season already started, so there's no way he could attend a camp.
Mount Zion Prep. He's in Maryland.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they playing ball like that in Maryland, bro.
No competition?
I mean, there's some good schools up there, like Friendship Academy and St. Francis, but some of these schools are just trash too. So, I mean, I feel like there's a small concentration of good schools in like Maryland, D.C., Virginia area.
I gotta watch his highlights to see what he has been doing this year. Since this is last,
He better be doing something. He better be doing something. Your boy ain't got no looks right now. Your boy ain't got no stars, bro. He at least got to have one.
60 touchdowns, 5,000 yards. No excuses. You got an advantage over society. To be honest,
he should be taking off, bro. He should be taking off for real. He probably got a bad O line though. He probably be bad at getting killed.
Nah, Now you gotta really learn how to throw with both hands at
I
that point.
know, man. Well, you better learn how to roll out. That's what you need to learn how to do. Hey, but let's take a couple questions for the chat, man. We got a couple questions before we get out of here. We are at an hour and a half. Like I said, we appreciate everybody coming through and checking us out. We've had a great group of people in the chat just kind of going at it and having fun with us on this Wednesday night. Remember, this is every Wednesday night, late nights. Be sure to like and subscribe to both our channels, DG Live, CB83. Phins with CB83, and then also Dolphins Night Cap. And I got to put that link in the chat so y'all can go subscribe to the Dolphins Night Cap channel. So do that. We appreciate you. Let's get a couple of questions in the chat before we get out of here. My man King Jamie says, bye, guys. Good luck this season. I appreciate you, King Jamie, for pulling up on us, man.
Mm-hmm.
Appreciate you. Batman Pop says, can't believe we still got the Make-A-Wish kid as our QB1. We still got him, Batman Pop's still around, man. It's crazy.
Shout out to Wolfpack.
Shout out to Wolfpack. King Jamie says, I subscribed. I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you clicking that link and subscribing to that other channel, bro. We're gonna keep it cranking over there for you, Jamie. We might even talk about some Chief stuff at some point. We might even get to Patrick Mahomes at some point once the season starts.
If Patrick Mahomes ball out this year, like we're expecting, compared to what Patrick Mahomes did his first year completely starting for the Chiefs, that's that type of year that we're expecting from Patrick Mahomes this year. Almost 5,000. That's a good stat line for Patrick. Definitely over 30 touchdowns. He didn't get that last year, but I think this year.
Okay, we'll see. We'll see. Hey, Dawson Hunt got a question for us, man.
Okay.
So he says, what y'all think about the O-line this time? Ooh. DG, you start off. Go ahead, bro. What's your thoughts on the O-line?
My thoughts on the O-line right now, it seems like we're a middle of the pack O-line, but the one thing about having one position group in the middle of the pack of the NFL, you could end up being a top 10 group, or you could end up being a top 30 group based off the upside and the floor of your O-line room. So I think our floor is below average, but our ceiling could be above average. Not elite, not very good, but above average. It just depends on the injuries as well to see how good our O-line does throughout the whole year. If our O-line does not do good, we're going to notice it by Tua got hurt, Quinn Ewers got hurt, Zach Wilson got hurt. But if Tua could really stay healthy for 17 games, like CB is saying.
Ooh, smash that over. Smash the freaking over.
Yeah, I wouldn't even put $1 on that. No. But yeah, like if CB wants Tua to throw for that amount of touchdowns, those
30 piece, 30 piece, 4,400.
Mm-hmm. But let me say this: the O-line would have to work out completely throughout the whole year for Tua to reach his maximum potential with the stats. If Tua want to have an all-pro season this year, it's depending on the O-line. So that O-line seemed like an X factor in regards to if we could actually compete with those tough teams that we're having hard times with.
I like it, DJ. And I'm an O-line guy, right? Coached offensive line, played offensive line. I like where we are right now. I don't like Austin Jackson being banged up right now, right? Mm-hmm. But I think this is a solid group of offensive linemen. I love Brewer in the middle because he anchors that middle and he's a dog in there. He gets after it. And then I like James Daniels. I like Jonah. And then Patrick Paul and Austin Jackson are young, or not. Austin Jackson's not a young guy, but Patrick Paul's a young guy who we need to kind of see take that next step, right? Mm-hmm. So I think this can really be a good group, right? But like DG said, it's going to be based off their health, right? Now, the Dolphins' offensive line in the past, we would get into the season. One guy would get hurt 1 week. Another guy would get hurt the next week. And by the third week, we have a whole different offensive line, right? we can't afford an offensive line that's going to be 2 to 3 guys down every week. We can afford one guy being out for 1 week and him coming back the next week and maybe another guy going down. We can't afford to have 2 to 3 backup offensive linemen in the game. It's just not conducive to a winning environment. So the Miami Dolphins have to find a way to keep the 5 healthy for the most part. And I can understand one guy going down, right? And then you get that guy back and you have your whole group for a couple games, and then maybe another guy goes down. And then he goes down, and then he's out for a couple games, but you still have 4 in there. You still have a solid 4. You need a solid 4 at all times. You can't have 3 in a possible. This is not spades, bro. We can't play spades with our offensive line, right? Mm-hmm. We can't have 2 in a possible. We can't have 3 in a possible. We need 4 solid guys playing at all times. 4 starters playing at all times.
Let me say this, CB. It seems like we could get to that 3 real quick based off injuries. You know, you say you want to have a solid 4 at all times. That's right. I do agree with that. But like one team I think will have a solid 4 no matter what injuries happen, the Eagles. You know, very good old line, and it seems like they got very decent backups that can come in and replace everybody.
I mean, I like the Eagles offensive line. I mean, there are some all offensive lines in the NFL aren't equal, right? We know some are deeper than others. But I think the offensive lines who are successful are the ones that stay healthy, who find a way to stay healthy, and who play through some of the hurting stuff, right? I think offensive linemen get hurt, and then there's some offensive linemen that get injured. I think the offensive lines that are tough and that can play through hurt and that can stand in the paint even when they may be a little bit banged up, I think those are the ones that find a way to win, because that camaraderie, that chemistry does make a difference when it comes to that unit. So you need those guys in there. You need them getting reps. You need them communicating, because offensive lines are big on communication, being able to pass off stuff and pick up stunts, pick up blitzes. Like, that's all a big part of it. So I feel like they've got to get the reps. They got to get the reps.
Okay.
Dawson Hunt says, and Kendall Lamb was talking, but he back with our soft. Yeah. I mean, so Kendall Lamb didn't say that, though. He came out and said he didn't say that the Dolphins were soft. I think somebody made that up. So y'all got to be very careful who y'all listen to, too. It'd be people out here trolling and just making up stuff.
I mean, Wolfpack, I love y'all, man. Wolfpack, I love y'all. Y'all know that.
GG, get off your chest, bro. Don't be holding back because I'm on here.
I don't got nothing to hold back. Okay. You already know how I feel about everything. So it's like y'all want me to hate on Tua, so y'all can say whatever y'all got to say, but I'm not going to fall into the Tuaneers. I'm not.
Well, I'm good. Do your thing, man. We're gonna take one more question, man. We need one more good question to end the show.
One good one.
You want to do record predictions? I mean, we got the 53-man roster now. Like, I mean, you can give us the Wolfpack edition, and I could give you the my take on it. What's your thoughts?
For the whole year, the record prediction.
Yeah.
Prediction. Okay.
Actually, you want to go through it? You want to go through the schedule and just?
Yeah, I'm about to pull up the schedule right now.
Let's do it.
Miami Dolphins schedule.
This will be the last thing we do, man. So we're gonna pull up the schedule. We're gonna go through wins and losses
on September 7th at 1 p.m.
We're gonna kind of talk through it for a sec, and give you the record. And I need somebody in the chat to keep track of what our records are after we go through and give you our answers.
So it seems like we finished the preseason undefeated.
Yeah, 3-0, baby. 3-0, baby. Let's go.
2-0-1, a tie with the Bears.
Oh yeah, we do have a tie. Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right. So Colts versus Dolphins, week 1. What you got?
This one away, Colts. Daniel Jones starting. Uh, Jonathan Taylor, he definitely has his way with the Dolphins every time he runs the ball on us. Xavier Howard and Shavarius Ward. How are they going to fare against Waddle and Tyreek Hill? I think Xavier Howard, he's a good enough DB for him to game plan against the Dolphins and know exactly what we're doing. So I think the Colts are going to pull this one off by a close one with that Xavier Howard signing.
Wow. Okay. He says the Colts win. I got the Dolphins. I don't even need all of that explanatory stuff. I'm not taking Xavier Howard as the end all be all. X is cooked. I think we'll go out there and win this game. And I think, honestly, the Miami Dolphins could have a big day against the Colts, put up a bunch of points, and also make it difficult on Daniel Jones in their offense. So I got this as a win.
Daniel Jones, remember what you said, CB. Daniel Jones.
I know Daniel Jones is okay. I mean, but I'm not ever afraid of a Daniel Jones. Like I mean, Tua's beat him every time he's played him. Like, I mean, we're not worried about that.
All Daniel Jones really got to do, hand the ball off to Jonathan Taylor, use his weapons. You know, I know in the preseason he ain't really looked good. I know that for a fact. You know, but what I'm really taking into account is, can the offense hold up? Can the offense do something?
I mean, when we look at Mike McDaniel and his offense, his offense usually plays pretty well early in the season.
Mm-hmm.
Mike McDaniel's never lost an opener. I don't think he's ever lost an opener either. So that's something to consider as well. I just think this is one we'll win. I don't think the Colts are that good of a football team.
Okay. All right. Next game, Patriots at the Dolphins. Game 2.
What you got?
With this one, now that I'm thinking about it, I might pick the Dolphins to win against the Colts.
No, you can't go back. No, hell no.
Okay,
no.
I'll stick with it.
Okay, stick with that. Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, so with this one, I'll pick the Dolphins. This is home. Drake May, the sun gonna be too hot. You're not gonna be able to think out there. They got a good rookie running back, Travion Henderson. Might be able to run the ball on us. They got Stephon Diggs. Can he match up well with Rasul Douglas? Could that work out? Maybe not. Who knows? Patriots O-line. A lot of people don't really talk about the Patriots O-line. It's okay, but I feel like our D-line has shown throughout the years that we can still get pressure on quarterbacks with that Patriots O-line. They drafted Will Campbell, but he's a rookie. I feel like we're going to be able to get past him. I think we're going to be able to beat the Patriots at home.
Yeah, and I agree with you. I think it's a dub. So I got the Dolphins 2-0 right now at the gate. On to the Bills. What we got? Bills week 3 in Buffalo, right?
Mm-hmm.
So week 3 in Buffalo. I know you got this one as an L, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think it might take us a little while to get to ramp up and get to the point where we can beat the Bills. So I'll give them this win, and that puts the Dolphins at 2-1.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Jets at Dolphins.
Jets at Dolphins. I'm going Dolphins. I'm not a Justin Fields believer. I mean, I think he's a good quarterback. I just don't think they're good enough to beat us at this point in time. I like what the coach is doing over there, but I just don't think they're ready to compete with us at this point. So I got the Dolphins winning this one.
So you think it's 3-1?
Yeah, I think we're 3-1 through 4. Yeah.
Yeah, I think 2-2.
Okay.
I don't know how, but I'm seeing 2-2 the first 4 games.
So you got us beating the Jets,
Patriots and Jets, but Bills and Colts
are losses.
Yeah, that's right now.
All right, so let's go to the next 4. Panthers, come on, what you got it with this one?
Dolphins.
Okay, I got Dolphins too. That one's an easy one. I'm not.
Mhm.
I mean, it's not an easy game, but I'm saying it should be a win for us.
All right,
Um,
Chargers, Dolphins home.
Chargers Dolphins home. I like us versus the Chargers. Um, I like us versus the Chargers because we played them tough. We beat them in their house last year for the opener. They beat us once out there too, but we've also beat Justin Herbert at our crib as well. So that was actually Tua's first game. Was playing the
Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah.
yeah. So that was actually Tua's first game playing against the Chargers where we won that game. And Justin Herbert looked absolutely terrible in that game, and he cut his hair after the game. That was pretty crazy. Um, but yeah, I got the Dolphins in that one. So that puts us what at 5-1.
I got 4-2 for me.
Yeah, I'm at 5-1. Um, Dolphins versus Browns. Um, I don't know, man.
Dolphins.
I got the Dolphins too in this one. I mean, it seems homerish, but I mean, I like us versus the Browns. We've played them. We've played them recently. We beat them. I just like us versus the Browns. Dolphins versus Falcons. Who you got?
Seems like the Dolphins on a winning streak, huh? A winning streak, right? For me, we said the Jets was a win, the Panthers was a win, the Chargers was a win, the Browns was a win. You think the Dolphins are able to do that? So loss, Falcons. With CB pause? Is CB still there? CB is not moving at all. CB, I don't know what happened with CB, y'all. I don't know. But he gonna join back. Yeah, he froze. He froze. Yeah, he gonna be back. But yeah, I say the Falcons are lost, to be honest. Falcons are lost. Ravens are lost. Then we're gonna come back and win against the Bills. That's what I would say. And it's a away game too. And it's a away game. Yeah, CB got the link. He should be able to come back anytime soon. I'm just waiting on him to pop up. Let me see people. I'm about to talk to CB. Like, his internet not working. What's going on, CB? What's going on, CB? But yeah, like I said, I would take the Falcons for an L, the Ravens for an L, Buffalo Bills for a win. That would put me at 5-2, 5-3, 5-4, 6-4. I'm trying to be realistic here. Commanders. I don't know. I think this one's gonna be a little bit closer than everybody expecting this one. But I choose Commanders 6-5, Saints 7-5, Jets. I give us 8-5, Steelers 8-6, Bengals 8-7, Buccaneers 8-8, Dolphins versus Patriots 9-8. I see 9-10 wins this year. 9-10 wins for the Miami Dolphins. That's what it's looking like based off me. Let me see if CB is back. Well, let me call CB. Maybe something happened to CB. Let me make sure CB is straight. Hold on, yeah. Okay, CB back. CB back.
Yeah, man. I don't know what happened, bro. I think my internet went out for a second. I don't know what happened, bro.
I was like, man, CB, you good? You just froze in midair. I was like, man.
Yeah, it had to be something with my connection. I think they might be working on my internet or something. Who knows? But where we at so far? Where were you at?
I was at Browns.
Okay, yeah. So we were at Browns. I got a Browns win, and then we went to Falcons. I have a Falcons. I have us winning against the Falcons. You said you had this one as a loss, right?
Yeah, I had that one as a loss because I don't expect the Dolphins to win 5 games straight at any point of the season. I don't expect
Okay.
that.
All right. That's fair. That's fair. I think that's a tough. That's tough to do.
Hmm.
Dolphins versus Ravens. The day before Halloween. Man, I'm gonna go with the Ravens here. I think that's a hard. That's a tough matchup. For any team. So I'm gonna go with the Ravens there, and that's in prime time too. And the Dolphins usually don't play great in prime time. And then Bills versus Dolphins, 1 p.m. November 9th at the crib. I'm gonna give us the win here. Um, so I'm gonna give us the win here. What do you have? What do you have for us?
For Buffalo Bills at the Dolphins.
Also Ravens. You said I mean Ravens is obvious, I guess, right?
Yeah, I take that as a L.
Yeah.
Just don't let what happened the other year, when they put up 60, Lamar Jackson first year. Don't let that happen again.
Bro, he absolutely torched us.
Mm-hmm.
So
Bills,
you
I
got
think we
Bills
win.
game. You
Yeah,
you, th- you got us winning this?
yeah, at home. Yeah,
Okay. All right. Dolphins Commanders.
I said this one's gonna be close. This is the game that's gonna be in
It's in
overseas in
Spain, right?
Spain.
Yeah, it's in
Yeah, it start
Spain.
at 9:30.
Yeah, that was in Spain. I think the Commanders have a solid team. I don't know. I like the Dolphins over the Commanders. I like us in a win here.
I like command. I like the Commanders. I say
Okay.
a close one. Close one.
Okay. That's fair. Dolphins versus Saints. I think
Mhm.
we beat the Saints. I think the Saints are bad. This isn't a game we should lose.
If we lose this, all hell gonna break loose.
um, Dolphins versus Jets. I guess am I should I split this one or should I just go with the Dolphins?
The only team I think we splitting with is the Patriots and the Bills. In my opinion, those are the only teams.
Okay, so you think we've been the Jets twice?
Yeah.
I'll take the Jets. I'll take us in a win here. So I got us in a win here. Steelers, December 15th. Is this in Pittsburgh or is this at home?
In Pittsburgh.
I'll say this is I'll tell you this is an L. I'll say this is an L.
Hmm.
It's
You know,
just
Ramsey gonna lock down Tyree. Whoever the quarterback is gonna be at this point.
I think we could win this game too, but I'm gonna just give us the L because it's a away game. It's gonna be cold as hell, and we usually don't play well in those conditions.
Oh yeah, December 15th. Okay.
Yeah, like it's around Christmas time. It's probably gonna be snowing or some shit.
You know, based off history and me watching the Dolphins, it don't end up too well whenever the Dolphins have to travel to go to the Steelers' house and play with a quarterback. You don't remember that one game with Matt Moore,
Yeah. I
that
remember that
playoff
game.
game, and he got
Yeah,
hit?
yeah.
You
There
don't
was,
remember?
yeah. I remember the game. You remember the Charles Clay game in the snow where
Yeah.
he that was a game we won in Pittsburgh. But yeah, I'm gonna give us the L there. Bengals at the crib. What do you think about that one?
Yo, who gonna stop? Like, I don't see nobody stopping Jamar Chase on our team. And
I think
TJ.
I think Jamar Chase gonna get his for sure. But
Yeah.
I think this is a game. I think this is a game we can win because it's at home, and that's why I say that at home we should be able to um to get that win.
But this game is one of the games as to where we need the D line to show up the most.
Oh yeah,
This game right here.
you got to get after Burrow. You got to get after him for sure. Dolphins versus Bucks after Christmas. Um, how do I have what's the record right now? I think I have us losing Pittsburgh. Go up. I had us losing Pittsburgh, Ravens, Bills early, and who else? Let's keep scrolling up.
You had the Steelers.
Yeah, I think so. I think right now I have us. I don't know. I got to give us a L in one of these last two games. So I'm gonna give us a L here versus the Buccaneers, and then I'm gonna give us a win versus the Patriots.
Okay.
Yeah,
So that's 1-1. You said Bengals will win.
yeah. I think the Bengals is a win.
2-1. Steelers
That's it.
2-2. Dolphins Jets 3-2. Saints 4-2. Commanders 5-2. Based on what you said.
Yeah.
Bills versus Dolphins.
I had this one as a win because this is the second one.
Okay, 6-2. Ravens 6-3. Falcons
I
7.
I had this one as a win.
Okay, 7-3, 8-3. Chargers Dolphins
9-3.
9-3. Dolphins Panthers.
10-3.
That's what I'm saying, CD. You gotta be realistic.
10-3. 11-3. 11-4. 12-4. Terrence 12-4. Yeah, that's where we at. That's where I had it. And honestly, I think that's best case scenario, and that's Tua staying healthy. I think if Tua plays all of those games, I think we can win. We can win 12 games.
11, Mac.
You say 11 max?
11.
I respect it. I mean, I just don't think. I think our schedule is kind of set up for us to be successful. We usually don't play all our tough games at home, and I feel like this year we are playing our tough games at home.
Yeah. It don't matter. You still gotta go
12
wherever
and
you go.
5.
Stay
12
tough.
and 5. Yeah,
12 and 5.
Yeah, 12 and 5.
You 6 CB.
Yeah.
You 6 CB.
Hey, well let's get out of here, man. Hey, y'all gotta come check us out next Wednesday. Like I said, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Be sure to check out the clips when we cut these up and put these on YouTube. We appreciate you. Hey, yeah, we're really live at midnight. We are really live at midnight. Dolphins Night Cap on a Wednesday. This is the vibes. Be sure to come in and check us out. My man King Jamie said had to drop in because I needed to hit that like button one more time. I appreciate you, my bro. 11 is better than what everyone else expects from us. Yeah. I mean, yeah, we getting after it. I think the Dolphins are gonna be all right. I don't know about the Wolfpack and what they got going on, but
we gonna be good. Don't worry. No, we gonna be good. Don't worry about it. We gonna be good.
Hey, well, we appreciate you guys, man. Shout out to the homie DG for rocking with us, man. We get it done. Be sure to check us out. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. We are out. See ya.
Wouldn't want to be
Wouldn't want to be ya. We out.